All right, hello everybody. Welcome to your June yoga class with Zyra Yoga. I'm Kayla. We're going to do a quick 15-minute flow just to kind of move our spine around, and we're going to start standing. So finding yourself to the top of your mat. Rolling the shoulders back. Take a moment, close your eyes. Full deep inhale in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. And then as you inhale next, reach the arms up. Take your wrists to touch, fingertips pointing out to the sides. As you exhale, take those fingers all the way down, still flex through the hands, touch your legs. Inhale to take those arms back up. Wrists touching and then clasping in the hands, send the hands up to the sky, open up through your chest, and then bend your knees really deep and find yourself into a forward fold, grab opposite elbows. Let your head hang heavy, shake it out. Hands onto your shins, halfway lift. And when you exhale, fold yourself down. Inhale, roll all the way back up, reaching. Clasping in the hands, bring the palms up to the sky, and then hands are going to come behind the head. You stay where you are. I'm just going to turn towards you so you can see. We're going to inhale, open up through the chest. And as you exhale, bend your knees, elbows are to draw in, roll your spine all the way down into a fold, and then roll yourself all the way back up. Opening the elbows. And we'll do that 3 more times. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, rolling up, pressing into all 4 corners of your feet so you're not rolling to the outside edges. 2 more. Roll yourself down, bending in the knees a little, finding that fold. Roll yourself back up. Last time. Take it down. Rolling. Pressing into all 4 corners of your feet as you come back up. Find that opening up through the chest. And then reach the arms up over your head. Hands are going to come to the heart center. And you're going to tip over towards that left side. Right arm will reach over the head. Take that right hand back down. Come back through center. Over to the right. Left arm will reach. Back through center. 1 more time each side. Bringing yourself over towards the left. Right arm reaching. Back through center. Over towards the left. Now over towards the right, left arm reaching, and then come back through center, reaching the arms up over the head. Bring the wrists to touch, hands are flexed. Exhale, take the hands all the way down, wrists touching the thighs, all the way back up. This time, fingertips touching the thighs, just like we did that first time. Inhale to take it up, and then exhale, hands behind the head. Take your feet a little bit wide. I want you to bend in your knees, and we're going to make a figure of 8. We're going to do 2 times on each side. So left elbow is going to come over towards the right shin, and then bring the right elbow towards the left shin and draw yourself all the way back up. So bending the knees here is kind of important because otherwise you're going to maybe not feel great in your back. We'll go over to the right, or over to the left with the right elbow. So right elbow towards the left shin, left elbow to the right shin. Inhale, draw yourself back up. And then 1 more time each way. So left elbow, right shin, right elbow, left shin. Draw yourself all the way back up. And then last time. Right elbow, left shin. Left elbow, right shin. Draw yourself back up. Reach your arms. Release. And then bend deep into your knees. Find yourself into your fold. Halfway lifting on your inhale. And when you exhale, bend really deep into that right leg. Right hand down. Left hand to your low back. Find a twist. Press the floor away. Deep breath in. Exhale, take it to the other side, bending deep into that left knee, right hand to your low back. And then take it back through center. Roll yourself all the way up. 1 last time, reaching both arms. We're going to cactus. Open up through the chest, maybe bend the knees a little bit and look back. And then clasp your hands behind your back. Opening up the chest. Bend in the knees, find a fold. Arms can relax away from you if it feels okay for your shoulders, otherwise just bring the hands behind your back. Breathing. And then exhale, release. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhaling to fold down, step yourself back to all 4s. So here at all 4s, we're just going to take a couple of rounds of cats and cows. So starting just traditionally, chest forward, tailbone up. Rounding through your back as you exhale. Inhaling forward. And exhaling to round. Taking it forward. Exhaling to round. And then this time we're going to take our shoulder over to the left. left, come through that cow, over to the right, cat at the back. So you're making a circle side to side as you find that cat and cow. And then come back around the opposite way. So you're taking yourself through the left, rounding the back at the back of the mat, over to the right, and then cow, circling that around. So not really barrel rolling. You're almost like trying to touch each side of your mat with your torso, except that you're lifted. Find your way back through center. Draw the belly in. Left arm's going to reach up. Take it high. As you exhale, circle the arm behind your back. Open up through the chest. Reach into the shoulder back. Press the floor away from you with your right hand. Inhale to reach the arm up, and exhale, thread through. Relaxing down. Head and shoulder softening. As you inhale, draw that left arm all the way back up, and then circle it forward to the ground, taking it over to the right. Right arm lifting. Take the hand behind your back, roll your shoulder back, press into the left hand. Inhale to reach back up. Exhale, thread under, head and shoulder to the ground, relaxing into it for a moment. Slowly drawing yourself all the way back up, circling the hand around, tuck your toes, find downward facing dog. We're only doing downward facing dog like 3 times today, because we're already almost done with class. When it feels good, right leg's going to lift. Turn your toes to the right. Allow your hips to open towards that right side, and then bend in the knee. When it feels good, lengthen the leg back out and step yourself forward. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, reaching. As you exhale, hands to the heart center, find a twist over to the right side. So elbow can hook, or you can bring your forearm to your thigh, pressing your chest towards that right side. And then if you have your elbow on your thigh, slide it to where it's just your forearm, and right arm's going to reach over. As you exhale, both hands down to the ground, pick up the back knee and just rock forward and back between a runner's lunge and like a lifted pyramid. Maybe it feels good to pick up the toes. And then shifting back in, just step yourself back to downward facing dog. Pedal the legs. We're going to take it to the other side. My mat just got really dirty from this outside. When it feels good, left leg will lift. So turn your toes to the left and then allow your hip to follow those toes. So your hips are stacked, and then bend the knee. Opening everything up. And then lengthening back out, step your foot forward, finding your way into your kneeling lunge, reaching both arms up. As you exhale, hands to the heart, and then you're going to twist to the left. Just like before, forearm can come to the thigh, or you can bring your elbow to hook, maybe look all the way back. And then if you have your elbow hooked, you're going to slide it just to where your forearm's on the thigh, reaching over with the left arm. And then come back through center. Both hands will come down to the ground, picking up the back knee. And we'll just shift forward and back a few times. Lifted pyramid into your lunge. Maybe picking up the toes. And then shifting yourself back into downward facing dog just for a moment, and then drop to the knees. Find a child's pose, palms together. And maybe it feels good to draw the hands behind the head. You can alternate the arms lengthening and then coming back behind your head a couple of times with the palms together. And then we'll lengthen the arms back out. Bring yourself up to all fours and then crawl the hands forward, finding plank puppy pose. So walking your hands forward and then just drop your chest down. Maybe your forehead comes to the floor. Maybe it's your chin, whatever feels better for your shoulders right now. And then when you're ready for it, slowly drawing yourself up. Come all the way onto your belly. Sphinx pose, forearms to the ground. Roll those shoulders back. See if you can let your lowest ribs sink down to the ground. And then if it feels good, maybe move your head around, looking down, moving around. One more full deep breath in. Press your pelvis into the ground. If it feels good, you can lift yourself higher for seal. Coming off those forearms, but if that makes your low back feel gross, don't do it. The next time that you exhale, roll yourself back down. Maybe bringing one cheek down to the floor. And then I want you to bring your left hand right by your left pec, or right under your shoulder. Right leg is going to bend, and you're going to press into both hands and bring yourself up and over so that you're coming to seated with your right leg bent. And then if you need to watch that again, we'll come back down. So you're going to rock yourself back down. So you have both hands next to your shoulders. Right leg's going to bend. You're going to press into your right hand and rock yourself up and over. And we'll come back down. And then last time, pressing that right hand into the ground, right hand's going to come behind you. Press into your right foot and lift yourself up into a wild thing. As you exhale, draw yourself back down and roll yourself back onto your belly. And we'll take that over to the other side. So left leg will be the one to bend. And you're going to press into that left hand and then bring your right hand off the ground. I said that wrong, didn't I? No, that is the left. Okay. We'll bring ourselves back over. 2 more times. So bending in the left leg, pressing into the left hand, drawing yourself up to sit. Take it all the way back down and over. And then last time, this time we're going to find our way up into our wild thing. So you'll press into your left foot, press into your right hand, lift your left arm up. Feel that space between your armpit and your hip. And then slowly drawing yourself back down, roll yourself back onto your belly. Hands by your sides, lift up into a cobra. As you exhale, come back down, take the hands wider, inhaling up to cobra. And as you exhale, we're going to sink over towards the left. Come back through center, over to the right. Back through center, exhaling to come down, and then press into your hands. Find your way up. Crawling your knees forward. Crossing at your ankles, come to sit. Soles of the feet on the ground, hands onto the knees. We're just going to take a couple of circles. So they don't have to be big, but maybe coming forward and to the right. And then over to the left. Noticing the difference in sensation on both sides. And then go ahead and sit yourself even closer to your heels so you can lay on down, arms by your sides. See if you can maybe brush the backs of your heels. If you can't, that's okay. Just bring your heels in as close as you can. And then we're going to press into our heels, lifting up through the hips, coming up into a bridge. And exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rolling down. 2 more. Lift yourself up. Exhale, roll down. And then last time, lifting up. If it feels good, you can clasp your hands and bring those shoulders under you. Otherwise, just holding in your bridge. Making sure that there's space between your back and the neck and the floor. And I don't mean by lifting your head. I mean just by bringing your chin perpendicular to the floor so that there's space and your shoulders and the back of your head are what's touching the ground, not the back of your neck. As you exhale, draw yourself down. Right foot's going to come on top of the left thigh. So not ankle across the thigh, but sole of the foot onto the thigh. Arms to a T or cactus shape, and then drop yourself over to the left. If you get there and you're like, no, this version of a twist is not for me, you don't have to take this one, but sometimes it feels really good. As you inhale, draw yourself back through center, changing to the opposite leg. Bringing the sole of the foot onto the thigh, and then just dropping over towards that right side. Oh, hello, puppy. It scared me. When it feels good, drawing yourself back through center. Any last movements that your body is calling for? Maybe a happy baby, maybe just rocking the legs side to side. And then if it feels okay when you get there eventually, maybe in 3 breaths, let's take Shavasana with our knees bent, dropping them in towards each other, letting your low back be relaxed. And then when you're ready, 3 deep inhales in through the nose and out through the mouth. 2 more. This one even longer. Breathing in. When you let it out, pull the belly in. Try to empty your lungs. And one last time, breathe it in. Letting everything out. And then you're welcome to stay here and take a long Shavasana, but if you are ready to get on with your day and your life, go ahead and draw yourself up. Crossing at your ankles, maybe finding a nice comfortable seat, hands onto the knees, open up the chest, look up. And then as you exhale, one hand on top of the other at your heart center, take a moment to remind yourself that you are enough. You're worthy of everything you want in this life. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Have a beautiful rest of your month, and I will see you in July. Thank you.